Hello and welcome to today's English question. I'm Peter, and I'm excited to be here with you today.
And I'm Kim. We're thrilled to have you join us for another fun and educational episode. Today, we're tackling a question that affects all of us. What does success mean to you in English?
That's right, Kim. Success is something we all strive for, but it can mean different things to different people. And in English, there are so many wonderful expressions to talk about success.
Absolutely. Whether it's professional success at work or personal fulfillment in your life, today we're going to share 20 essential English expressions about success that will help you communicate more confidently.
And the best part? We'll explain each phrase clearly with practical examples that you can use in your everyday conversations.
So whether you're a beginner just starting your English journey or an intermediate learner looking to expand your vocabulary, there's something for everyone in today's episode.
Let's kick things off with our first expression, to achieve your goals. This is a straightforward phrase that means to accomplish what you set out to do. For example, after studying English for 2 years, Sarah finally achieved her goal of having a conversation with a native speaker.
I remember when I first achieved my goal of running a marathon. I trained for 6 months, and crossing that finish line was such an incredible feeling. Have you ever set and achieved a big goal, Peter?
I have. When I moved to a new city for work, I set a goal to make 5 new friends in my first month. By joining a local sports club and attending community events, I achieved that goal and even exceeded it. It made my transition so much smoother.
That's great. Speaking of exceeding goals, our second expression is to exceed expectations. This means to do better than what people thought you would do. Like if your boss expected your presentation to be good, but it was actually amazing, you exceeded their expectations.
Exactly. Here's an example. The new employee exceeded expectations by finishing the project 3 days early and adding extra features that weren't requested.
Now, let's move to our third expression, to climb the corporate ladder. This idiom refers to advancing or getting promotions in your company or career. You're moving up, just like climbing a ladder.
Right. Someone might say, John started as an intern but quickly climbed the corporate ladder and became a manager within 5 years. It's about making progress in your professional life.
You know, not all success happens quickly. Sometimes we need to be patient, which brings us to our fourth expression. Rome wasn't built in a day.
I love this saying. It means that important achievements take time and can't be rushed. Learning English is definitely something that isn't built in a day, right?
Absolutely. I often remind my students, don't get discouraged if you can't speak perfectly after 1 month. Rome wasn't built in a day. Success requires patience and consistent effort.
Speaking of effort, our fifth expression is to reap the rewards, which means to enjoy the benefits of your hard work. For example, after studying English for 2 years, she's now reaping the rewards by working at an international company.
I definitely reaped the rewards of my language studies when I traveled to Spain last year. Being able to communicate with locals made the experience so much richer.
That reminds me of a famous quote by Colin Powell. There are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failure.
That's so true. And it leads perfectly into our sixth expression, to learn from your mistakes. This means to gain knowledge or understanding from things that didn't go well.
Exactly. Like when I gave my first presentation in English, I made several grammar mistakes, but I learned from those mistakes and my next presentation was much better.
Our seventh expression is one of my favorites, to hit the jackpot. While it originally comes from winning at gambling, it now means to achieve unexpected success or good fortune.
For example, she really hit the jackpot with her new job. Great salary, friendly colleagues, and flexible hours.
Let's talk about our eighth expression, to go the extra mile. This means making more effort than is expected or required.
I had a teacher who always went the extra mile for her students. She would stay after class, create custom materials, and even organize English conversation clubs on weekends. Her dedication really helped us succeed.
That's wonderful. Our ninth expression is to make a name for yourself, which means to become well-known or respected for something you've done.
Like, the young chef made a name for herself by creating innovative dishes that combine traditional and modern cooking techniques.
And for our 10th expression, we have to be on the right track. This means you're progressing correctly towards your goal.
I remember when I was learning to play guitar, my teacher would say, "You're on the right track with your finger positioning, but let's work on your timing." It was encouraging to know I was doing something right.
That's exactly what makes this phrase so useful. It acknowledges progress while still leaving room for improvement. Now, we've covered half of our expressions already. Let's take a quick breather and remind our listeners what we've discussed so far.
Great idea. So far, we've covered to achieve your goals, to exceed expectations, to climb the corporate ladder, Rome wasn't built in a day, to reap the rewards, to learn from your mistakes, to hit the jackpot, to go the extra mile, to make a name for yourself, and to be on the right track.
Perfect. Now, let's continue with our 11th expression, to strike a balance. This refers to managing different aspects of your life effectively, especially work and personal life.
Work-life balance is so important. For example, despite her busy schedule, Sarah manages to strike a balance between her demanding job and spending quality time with her family.
I've found that striking a balance is essential for my own sense of success and happiness. When I first started my career, I worked too many hours and neglected my health and relationships. I learned the hard way that success isn't just about professional achievements.
You're absolutely right, Kim. That connects perfectly with our 12th expression, to find fulfillment. This means to feel satisfied and happy because what you're doing has meaning and purpose.
Yes. After years of working in finance, he quit his high-paying job to become a teacher and finally found fulfillment in helping young people learn.
Our 13th expression is to knock it out of the park, which comes from baseball. It means to be extremely successful at something or to do something exceptionally well.
Like if someone gave an amazing presentation, you might say, "Wow, you really knocked it out of the park with that presentation."
I remember when I was nervous about hosting a big event, and my friend gave me this advice. Just be yourself, and you'll knock it out of the park. And guess what? The event went great.
That's terrific. Our 14th expression is to turn your passion into profit, which means to make money from doing something you love.
For example, she turned her passion for photography into profit by selling her photos online and teaching photography classes.
I always think of the quote by Confucius, "Choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life." It's about finding that sweet spot where your skills, passions, and market needs overlap.
That's a great quote. Our 15th expression is to take the bull by the horns, meaning to deal with a difficult situation directly and confidently.
Like when I was afraid to speak English with native speakers, my teacher told me you need to take the bull by the horns and practice conversation, even if you make mistakes.
Exactly. Our 16th expression is to rise to the occasion. This means to successfully deal with an important or difficult situation when it happens.
For instance, although she was nervous about giving a speech in English, she rose to the occasion and delivered it beautifully.
I've always loved the quote by Winston Churchill that says, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." It reminds me that success is an ongoing journey, not a destination.
That's so profound. Our 17th expression is to get the ball rolling, which means to start a process or activity.
For example, to get the ball rolling on our project, I've scheduled a meeting for Monday morning to discuss our first steps.
Our 18th expression is to be worth its weight in gold, meaning something is extremely valuable or useful.
Like, her advice on how to prepare for the job interview was worth its weight in gold. I got the job.
For our 19th expression, we have to break new ground, which means to do something innovative that hasn't been done before.
For example, the company broke new ground with its environmentally friendly manufacturing process.
And finally, our 20th expression, to come full circle. This means to return to where you started, often with new knowledge or experience.
Like after traveling and working around the world for 10 years, she came full circle and moved back to her hometown to start her own business.
These are all such useful expressions. Now, let's recap all 20 phrases we've covered today to help our listeners remember them.
Great idea. Here are the 20 essential English expressions about success that we've learned today.
To achieve your goals, to exceed expectations, to climb the corporate ladder. Rome wasn't built in a day. To reap the rewards.
6. To learn from your mistakes. 7. To hit the jackpot. 8. To go the extra mile. 9. To make a name for yourself. 10. To be on the right track.
11. To strike a balance. 12. To find fulfillment. 13. To knock it out of the park. 14. To turn your passion into profit. 15. To take the bull by the horns.
16. To rise to the occasion. 17. To get the ball rolling. 18. To be worth its weight in gold. 19. To break new ground. 20. To come full circle.
Remember, success isn't just about making money or getting promotions. It's also about finding happiness, maintaining balance in your life, and feeling fulfilled by what you do.
Absolutely. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Sometimes the biggest success is staying true to who you are.
I couldn't agree more, Peter. Well, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Today's English Question. We hope these expressions help you talk about success more confidently in English.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to our podcast and share it with friends who are learning English. Remember, learning a language is a journey. And like we said earlier, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Keep practicing, keep learning, and keep striving for success, however you define it. This is Kim.
And Peter, signing off from Today's English Question. Until next time, take care and happy English learning.
Goodbye, everyone, and remember, you're already successful because you're taking steps to improve your English. See you next time.